You want the truth? Well, here's the wicked truth.
Yo, what's happening? Stack, what going on, man?
Yeah. Como está? We all say cheekofue.
Stack, why every time we have, you know what I'm saying, somebody from, you know, that's Puerto Rican, you want to start talking, you know, Spanish. We have somebody, you know, Chinese. You want to start trying to talk Chinese. You don't know Spanish, Stack. Yaka Chico from Miami and he Puerto Rican. He don't even speak Spanish. You just assume it.
¿Tú hablas español?
Google español. I did Google it.
Lord.
Google it.
Man, we sitting here, man. I can tell this is gonna be a crazy show, man. We sitting here, man, with an up and coming artist today. You know what I'm saying? Oomp Camp in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, DJ Jelly, man? We got your boy Chico in the building. You know what I'm saying? He making moves out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And we got Stack over here saying that Stack, why your eyes red, man?
Oh.
Put your disco shorties on. Khujo Goodie sent us some glasses. Yeah, because he said your eyes was red every show. Let me send Stack some glasses, some of these disco shorties. You know what I'm saying? And you refuse to put. Yeah, that's what those are. You put those on, Stack.
Hold on, these are what they call. Hold on, what are
Those
these are transparent, bro. And they got Khujo.
And they got Khujo name on there. He sent those to you, and you won't even wear them.
Hey man, I heard of these right here, but these things right here kind of a little light bill, boy. A little light bill, boy. What y'all, boy? Yeah. Hey, shout out Khujo. You know what I'm saying? These transparent, y'all go get you some, go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Google them. I like these right here, boy.
That's right. And I ain't gonna lie. You know, for once, you kind of look alright. We can maybe get you a date. You think we can get you a date, Stack, man?
I look like Khujo.
Yo, you look more like
exposed himself. 16 years old, got every tall dick in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you stupid. So man, Chico, man, Chico, don't get him started, Chico. Don't even ride with him, man. Don't ride with him, man. Chico, man, let's dive right in, Brad. You know what I'm saying? You with Oomp Camp.
The new Oomp Camp.
Yeah, the new Oomp Camp.
New Oomp Camp.
How did that come about, Brad? I mean, you know, Bigoomp Records is legendary. You know, I argue that it should be on the Mount Rushmore of, you know what I'm saying, of labels and movements in this city. We talking about the Oomp Spray. We talking about the stores. We talking about the football teams. You know what I'm saying, all that. How did you hook up with Oomp Camp, Brad?
2014, right before I went to prison, I was, crazy story, I was sneaking into a Core DJ's event and I met Baby D.
Okay. What's up, Baby D?
Shout out to Baby D.
That's right.
Big shout out to Baby D. That's my brother.
Right.
You know, we just seen each other at birthday bash the other day. We was up in the press box talking, kicking the shit, whatever. But Baby D, I met Baby D for the first time in 2014. And fast forward, I came home from prison, and when I moved to Atlanta, that was the first person I looked for because that was the only person I knew personally.
Right.
Even though our meeting was like a short meeting, like we connected on some shit real quick.
Right.
And then the meeting was so short when I met him, but he remembers like till this day, like even when we met, I was busting a move and maneuvering how I need to maneuver, you feel me? So when I came out here, I was at a club and I asked Rap Juggernaut, hey, you saw Baby D? Because Baby D and Cool America used to roll with Rap Juggernaut heavy.
Gotcha.
And he like, nah, he's in prison. I'm like, well, shit, I just came out of prison. And all right, cool. Like some months had passed and I seen him again. I'm like, man, you saw Baby D yet? He like, man, he right over there. Enters Baby D. Me and Baby D start connecting again. And Big Oomp has seen me at Bronner Brothers hustling with the cutouts.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Before Baby D came home from prison, and I actually was able to meet Big Oomp himself at Bronner Brothers.
Okay, now this was after you met Baby D for the second time here in Atlanta.
No, this was right before Baby D came home.
Gotcha.
Before he introduced me to Big Oomp, like a real introduction.
Right, gotcha.
But Big Oomp already saw me from Bronner Brothers with me with the cutouts, the 7-8 foot cutout when I first moved down here at Bronner Brothers, still hustling. And that's when I met him, shook his hand. And in my growing up, you know, we knew who y'all was. But other than Outkast, Bigoomp Records was who I knew.
Absolutely.
Like I knew Baby D from East Side, West Side. East Side versus West Side.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So like even coming from down south Miami, like just show you how media and everything stretches and how far of a reach it goes. I knew who Baby D and Bigoomp was from when I was just a baby. You feel me? So me meeting Baby D right before I went to prison, and then me meeting Oomp, like for me it's like those shoes that I'm walking in is like you supposed to be in those shoes. The path you are on is the correct path because everything that's transpiring is leading up to what's about to become.
Absolutely.
So enter Baby D, he brought me to Bigoomp, and they love my energy, and we went from there.
And rock from there. Now speaking of cutouts, you said you was at the Brother Brothers show and you had the big cutouts.
Yeah, big cutout.
You came with a cutout today, and I want you to bring that back and then see if we can get one of our staff to bring it back.
Yeah.
And I want you to kind of talk about these young rappers now. You know what I'm saying? You're a new and upcoming rapper. You don't see rappers doing this and promoting their own. Yeah, let's put this right here. This is impressive.
Damn,
this man come ready.
Well, you kind of favor me, bro.
He don't look a damn thing like you, Stack. What you mean he look like
tape line?
And then like we both got tattoo on our hands. We got beard and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
You know what part of y'all two that look alike?
We got tattoo right here to up here, right here to up here, here, and then we got the.
So everybody with a tattoo looks like a Stack.
Nah, but listen, real quick, not to cut you off, but you don't even gotta explain what brings us together and similarizes what we got going on.
Yes.
Is one word. Legit. It's on your hat. We both some legit dudes. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
That's
see
all
that?
it is.
She gonna quit ribbing him up, man.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you something. It's all about the legitimacy, my brother.
So look, so man, I want you to talk to the artists, bruh, that be out here
that's fine,
expecting to blow up. You know, they're not putting nothing back into their own project. I tell artists this all the time. You want me to support your project, but you don't even support yourself.
Wow. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? How can you expect me to get behind you when you ain't behind yourself? What gives Chico the drive to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm with Bigoomp. Yeah, I can touch DJ Jelly them. Yeah, I can touch, you know what I'm saying, Coalition DJs. By the way, I saw you rock that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
What gives you that drive to say, but I'm gonna get behind my own thing, which a lot of artists don't do?
Well, here's the thing, and this goes back to before prison. Me and my little brother had a conversation because my little brother, he produced for a lot of major artists, even artists out here. He produced for, I won't say no names, but just know they all relevant artists out here. And I told him one day, I said, bro, even if you stop making beats, even if you do not produce for me no more, at the end of the day, I'm still me. I'm still an artist, a musician, a creator, and I still have to find a way to be creative, which leads to now, like, I always been that person, like, I gotta pay for these people to get into the club, but then I'm promoting my own shit when all these people that I just paid for could have promoted for me. But they too worried about looking the part, playing a role, but they forgetting like what's really at hand, and that's the entity right here.
Absolutely.
And it's not to say like, oh, y'all need to be doing this and doing that, because to me, everybody should be able to be their own boss. But when you flip that switch and it's showtime, it's a whole different thing going on. And for me, it's always showtime.
Absolutely.
Even without a camera, it's just like presentation is the key to the success of a restaurant.
That's right.
From the parking lot to the presentation of the food to everything. If it looks like crap, it's gonna taste like crap.
Right.
But if it look amazing and it tastes like crap, people be like, oh, it was good.
It was all right.
It was good.
That's true.
So the presentation, it starts from when you wake up in the morning, brushing that teeth, getting yourself situated, and then how you want people to perceive you. If I want people to perceive me as the guy who flips burgers at McDonald's, I'll be wearing my McDonald's hat off.
That's
you
right.
feel me?
That's right. That's right.
But I am a creator, so I've always been able to create a lane for myself. A lot of things that have trended before, I actually probably created it, and people just don't know because the spotlight haven't been on me, right? So I create an opportunity to receive spotlight in my own way. So even if that's thinking about something so small as like something like this. This is so easy to get, but people don't think outside the box, right? And say, well, what is this, a banner? Let me type that in. How can I get a banner of myself? How can I get a life-size cutout? And that's what separates me from a lot of people, because when I go into a building or a situation, I always think before I go, like, what could I do to separate who I am from who everybody else is? And if it's a sticker, these people ain't got stickers. It's not my fault they don't got the stickers, but what's my fault is I brought the stickers. So people gonna say, man, you got merch. You got your own this, you got your own that. And that's the separation factor. Like, anybody could do it, but who's gonna take the step forward to get it done?
To get it done.
That's right.
Dropping jewels up in
here.
Listen, what's the white dude, the Caucasian dude? I call them Canadians. It is what it is. But what do he say? Get her done.
Get her done.
You talking about that was your favorite actor at one time, Pips at ACB.
Last year.
Get her done.
Larry the Cable Man.
Right, get her done. Everything in life, you just got to get it done. Like, if you stop hustling, stop grinding, stop working, you ain't gonna get nothing done. So that's the separation, and that's why stuff like this is so important. Real quick, I brought y'all some posters.
Oh man. Well, y'all young artists,
did you see that?
This is what success looks like.
Man, I'm kissing snakes. This is not scripted right here. I took the snake out of Buddy's hand and I just started kissing on the snake.
Man, come on, man.
The snake could have bit my face off.
Can y'all see this right here, man?
The snake could have bit my whole face off.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah, man. I'm putting that up.
Bro. That is gangster, man.
I even got the John Hancock on there already.
You already got the signature on there for me?
When people support you, they gonna support you. Don't sell yourself short and think, well, I ain't here yet, I ain't there yet, because you gotta walk in those shoes that God destined you to be in. And if you got gifts, which we all do, we gotta exploit our gifts and talent. And this is what I do. I found a way to exploit what God gifted me with. And not to get biblical, but it says it in the Bible, like, you got gifts, you use them, you're gonna be blessed in abundance. And that's where we at with it. Like, man, it's time to get blessings because we found the gifts.
That, man. I like that right there.
Right now you got a single out in the club that's amazing. I can barely understand what I ask you every single time I'm in the club and I hear that record and it's going banana. What do you be saying on the hook?
Pulling up Baba, rolling on Zaza, popping them Papa, fucking them Tata, fuck it, G, fuck it.
You get what I'm saying?
What's the official title of that song?
That's called Make a Wish.
Make a Wish. That's the official title of it.
Yeah,
man, that is this song. If y'all haven't heard it, man, y'all go look up Chico, man. He got that Make a Wish. I didn't really know the name of it, but I know when we in the club and it plays, it can play 5 times in a row, and I'm not tripping about it. It's an amazing song, man. And he's blah blah blah. That's all I be doing right there.
They be right.
Listen. So I heard a Moneybagg Yo song just recently, and he say in his hook, big Baba. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I create a lot of avenues and sound travels, and people pick up to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I have plenty of intellectual properties that I won't say people have stolen, but they used it. It's all good, but that's the best part of being a creator.
What you just said about sound travel, like, and this just on a serious note, but it is true. Like, you just made me recognize that because you said it's still a sound wave. Now you might be through listening to it because it's gone out of your mouth, but it's really traveling.
Correct. But the thing is, if you keep it uphill, guess where it's gonna stay? Uphill. That's why they say manifest your goal, manifest this, manifest that. But if you keep it uphill, that's where it's gonna stay at. Then if you speak it, now it's out in the world. So somebody could have ear hustled that and said it to somebody else, and it could have double backed over here. And then that person could have been the one to bring that to the forefront. But I act on everything I'm talking about, right? So this is why I could say these are my intellectual properties that's not just manifested, but I acted on it. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, not even to get too out of anybody's brain reach in TV land, but it is what it is. Like, you act on the things that you speak. But if you never speak it up, that means it's just stuck in here.
That's right.
And in prison, I learned sign language, And I also learned in prison that you want something, you put it in your sight. You want this type of car, you put it right here, and so now you have something to work towards because you could visualize it. It ain't just up here and you just saying, oh, I want the new Porsche truck. but what are you gonna do to get this out here so you could take this cloud of whatever it is and turn it to reality?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta visualize everything. And I'm good at painting a real picture, not just keeping it in my brain like this is what's gonna happen. This is what I want to happen. I'm acting on what's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It gotta happen.
Man, dropping gems, dropping jewels today, man.
This is a good one.
Oh, but yes it is, man.
Believe that.
Chico, so let's talk a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite DJs, DJ Jelly. He calls me, you know, I talk to Jelly maybe almost every day, and you know, he speaks highly of you. Tell me the relationship between you and Jelly, and you know, what's the end? We already know what the end goal is, but what part is he playing in your career, being an Oomp Camp DJ, and always, you know, pushing you when you're not around? Because a lot of people don't push you when you're around. They act like that in your face.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But time you leave, out of sight, out of mind. Well, that's not with DJ Jelly. So tell me a little bit about the relationship between you and him business-wise.
You want the truth? Well, here's the wicked truth.